すごっ。
でもこれは意外と
4 fights, 4 wins, 2 knockouts. Karate stance. Side kicks that land with the frequency of a jab and the power of a hook. And a polite bow after every destruction. Because Japanese courtesy has no exceptions. Not even when you just knocked someone out.
Background is predominantly boxing with all the titles.
Right.
Focus on a battle.
さあ来るところカウンターで今度は右
Corner Kimura wins on her K1 debut.
Mona Kimura, 25 years old, pink outfit, and the most terrifying kick in kickboxing. This is Knockout Legends. Here we go. Before the fights, you need to see this. In a gym in Tokyo, Mona Kimura practices one single kick. The same kick. Every day. Hundreds of times. A lateral side kick that comes from the karate stance and looks like nothing traditional kickboxing has ever seen.
これだけじゃなくてこっちの体をこっちに
はいはいはいはいはいはいはい。
こういう蹴りです。
ほう、ちょっといいですかそれ。あ、強っ。
でこう振っちゃうと、どんどんバランスが崩れちゃうので、この関節周りでここで制御する。膝をこう柔らかくしてここで制御するっていう。
あくまで下半身。すごっ。
でもこれは意外と見た目に反してできます。
A professional trainer analyzed her and found the difference. Mona doesn't rotate her hips like a kickboxer. She uses the karate rotation, shorter, more direct, and at an angle that arrives before the opponent's brain processes that a kick is coming. By the time your body says block, the kick has already landed, and your body says too late. In the gyms of Japan, they call it Mona Jerry, the Mona kick. When your kick has its own name, it's no longer a technique. It's a sentence. Professional debut. Korakuen Hall, the temple of Japanese kickboxing. And across the ring, Ai Ogiwara, a circuit veteran, looking at Mona in the pink outfit and thinking what everyone thought. How hard can it be against a girl who looks like the main character of an anime? 92 seconds later, Ogiwara had her answer. And the answer was on the floor. Mona planted the karate stance and started with the Mona Jerry. Side kick to the body, push kick to the legs. Every kick pushed Ogiwara backward like an invisible wall that only moved in one direction. And when Ogiwara was convinced the threat was coming from the legs, a straight left hand that traveled from the guard to the jaw with no stops in between. KO at 132. Professional debut. The veteran who thought it was just a girl in a pink outfit just discovered that pink is the new color of danger. And after the knockout, a bow. Polite. Perfect. As if she had just finished a calligraphy class instead of a professional fight.
さあ来るところカウンターで今度は右さあ1ラウンド
A 92-second debut. But the next veteran was about to discover something worse. She was about to discover the blood. Satoko Ozawa, veteran. The kind of opponent who looks at a girl with 2 fights and thinks, I just need to survive the first few minutes, and then experience does the work. Ozawa's plan worked for 1 round. Then the plan started bleeding. Mona came in with the same arsenal. Mona Jerry after Mona Jerry. Left straights from angles Ozawa couldn't map, and constant pressure that turned the ring into a hallway with one exit: the floor. In the first round, a kick opened a cut on Ozawa's face. Blood. In Japanese women's kickboxing, blood is an event that commentators don't have a protocol to narrate, because it never happens. It happened. Round 2, 108. The doctor stepped in. TKO by medical decision. Ozawa arrived with experience and left with stitches. And Mona, with the same face as always, bowed to the crowd. Again. As if making a veteran bleed were a routine activity that doesn't require more celebration than a polite nod. Two fights, two destructions. But outside the ring, Mona is a completely different person. Outside the ring, Mona is exactly what she looks like. A 25-year-old Japanese woman who laughs in interviews, who blushes when she receives compliments, and who invites other fighters to her YouTube channel as if they were neighbors visiting her house. But when they ask her about her next fight, the shyness disappears. Sort of.
早ければ早いほどいいですけど、ちょっと体重が無理っていう感じで。あ、でも福岡行きたい。福岡行きたいですね。明太子。うわー、食べたい。
She's asked about her next fight, and her brain goes, opponent, weight class, and then mentaiko, a fish egg delicacy from Fukuoka. The woman who just bloodied a veteran is daydreaming about seafood. That duality can't be trained. It's genuinely who she is. K1 Genki 2026, the flagship event of Japanese kickboxing. 3 world titles on the line. And among the champions, Mona Kimura, the girl with 3 fights who now had to prove she could compete in the big leagues. Eun-ji Choi, South Korean. Max FC champion, the biggest combat sports organization in South Korea. 19 fights, 8 wins. MMA experience with deep jewels and shuto. 3 times more fights than Mona, and with arms that, according to Mona herself, were honestly scary. The arms were scary. The fight wasn't. From the first second, the Mona Jerry controlled everything. Every sidekick pushed Choi backward. Every push kick created space. Every left straight arrived before Choi could respond. The Max FC champion, with 19 fights, with thick arms, with experience in 3 organizations, couldn't mount one single significant attack in 9 minutes of fighting. 9 minutes. 3 rounds. And Choi didn't land a clean shot in any of them. It's like going to a restaurant, sitting down, waiting for the waiter, and discovering the restaurant closed 20 minutes ago. You were there the whole time, but you were never part of the experience. And in the 3rd round, the parting gift, a straight left that opened a river of blood on Choi's nose. 2nd consecutive opponent bloodied. The Mona Jerry sets the stage. The left straight closes the show. Unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. Perfect shutout on her K1 debut. The girl in the pink outfit just dominated a champion with 19 fights on the biggest stage in Japanese kickboxing, without taking a clean shot, without breaking a sweat, and without forgetting to bow afterward. Because of course she bowed. She always bows. 4 fights, 4 wins, 2 knockouts, 2 opponents bloodied, a kick with its own name, and a bow after every destruction. They all walked in looking like beasts. They all walked out looking like victims. And the difference between the two is a 5'5", 115-pound Japanese woman with a karate stance, a pink outfit, and a kick that shouldn't work in professional kickboxing, but works so well that the gyms of Tokyo gave it a name. She only has 4 fights. The nightmare is just getting started. This is Knockout Legends. Until next time. If you enjoyed the video, front kick the like button, subscribe to the